Dear students, today I will start my class from the topic utility software. Before going ahead, I will tell you about the some motivational speech. जब थक जाओ तो आराम कर लो, पर लक्ष्य प्राप्ति से पहले हार मत मानो. Now let us discuss our topic utility programs. Utility software is the third part of the system software. Now let us discuss about the utility software. This is a special software that is used for maintenance of the computer system. These programs take care of computer system for its smooth functioning. For example, backup programs, file management tool, compression tool, disk management tool, and antivirus program. These are the examples of and utility programs, I mean utility softwares, because computer is a machine and it works always for a long time, so it also requires for its maintenance. For its maintenance, system maker provides such program that is used for that can be used for its maintenance properly, and this kind of softwares are known as the utility software. Now let us see one by one antivirus software. First of all, I would like to tell you what antivirus software does. An antivirus software scans your disk for the viruses and removes them. If any virus is found, then antivirus program detect it and remove it. The some common virus types tackled by the antivirus softwares are root sector virus, program virus, microvirus, companion virus, worms, Trojan horse, adware, spyware. These are the some common types of the viruses, or we can say undesirable programs that can harm our system or the system data or system programs. Antivirus program saves our programs and data and our computers from these types of undesirable programs. So antivirus must be installed in the computer system for its smooth functioning. Now second is the file management tools. The operating system provides several file management tools for the user. These tools helps users to work with the file. What is the work? What kind of work that can be done with the files? Browsing the files, arranging the files, finding the files from the hard disk, information about the files, quick preview. These are the different kinds of tasks that can be applied on the file, and these tasks are done by the file management tool that is a part of the system software. On a computer, there are multiple file extensions and the types registered with operating system. The some other such popular file management tools are Total Commander, Directory, Opus, and Google Desktop. Now let us see the compression tool. This tool is used to compress the files so that they take less space in the storage area. Once a file is compressed, then files are stored in the special format and takes less space in the memory. These compressed files cannot be used directly. It can be used after uncompressing it, I mean after exploding it back into original forms. For example, WinRAR, 7-zip, PZip, these are the compression tools. A file whose size is bigger, mean 1 GB, 2 GB, 3 GB, the size of this files can be compressed, reduced by the compression tools. When you want to open these files, in first of all you need to unzip it, explode back in its original form, then you can use it. Thus we can say the compression tools are the programs that is used to minimize the size of a file so that it can be stored into the less memory area. Now let us see the disk management tool. Disk management tool is a program which is used to manage the data that is stored on the hard disk so that data can be used efficiently, I mean with the high performance. Nowadays these programs are coming with the operating system. Common disk management programs are disk cleanup program, disk fragmenter program, and last is the backup utility program. Now let us discuss each one by one. Disk cleanup tools. This program removes the temporary and unnecessary files from our computer system. And disk fragmentation tool. Disk fragmenter program splits program files into the smaller so that it can be stored in the less area. And another process is known as disk defragmenter, and this program rearranges the file and the free spaces of the disk into a separate side so that the contiguous blocks can be used efficiently. Now let us see the backup utility. This program creates a duplicate disk information, I mean file, folder and drive's name. Why backup programs do this? So that in case of any damage or data loss, from this backups data can be regained, restored and can be further used. Now last part of the system software is the device driver. The device drivers are also known as drivers. The common name which is used for the device driver is the drivers. Drivers are the programs or files that contains set of instructions for the operating system. These programs means this driver tells operating system how to drive the hardware, how to operate the hardware, how to use the hardware. I would like to tell you each device has its own specific driver. For example, audio driver, video driver, scanner driver, camera driver, modem driver, etc. These are the some of the hardware that requires the driver. When we add any new device to our computer, then its driver, some hardware's driver gets installed automatically, and some devices had its driver that we need to install. Before installing the driver of the device, you cannot use the device with your computer system. Thus we can say that drivers are the program that tells the operating system about the device and the information how these devices can be used by the system. Thus I would like to tell you an operating system consists of four parts. Of the system software consists of four parts: operating system, language processor, utility software and device driver. These are the very important part of the software. Today I am going to finish my lecture here. I will come with the next lecture with the topic functions of operating system. Thank you.